Building Inspector Jim Johnson.
Good evening.
Hey, Jim.
The last 30 days, we did 9 permits, 3 demos, 4 signs. We're putting some solar panels on the Catholic Church down here, and 1 went through zoning board of adjustment. Very exciting.
Okay. It'll pick up, that's right. Thanks, Jim. Code Enforcement Officer Pam Murphy.
At our monthly code enforcement board meeting on the 12th of February, we had 15 cases that were reviewed, just following up with where we were and what we needed to do. So we had 15 cases there. To start our weekly observation routes again, now that the weather's improved. I kind of slept off on that during bad weather and holidays and whatever. So I try to visit the whole city within a week. So we got invited up into my courthouse. I've been invited to speak at the Montgomery County Residential Renters Association. It's a semi-monthly meeting of landlords. They want to just kind of know what codes we're looking for with them, and I think it's just a good way to educate them on the things that that they might get violations for, because the tenant is the one probably creating the violation and the landlord might not know it. So we're just trying to bridge that gap. Been working with Kevin Hall of Rumpke on some public service announcements for trash cans and bulky trash items. Just trying to get people to put their trash cans back at the end of trash pickup, and to realize that anything bulky needs to be scheduled for pickup, which Rumpke does not pick it up on time. And also to tour the Monkey landfill. This is a side item, so it's kind of interesting to get the tour of how that works. And then we're working on the Court Day Festival. We're going to probably have a new link for vendor registration, and that will provide more information for vendors and visitors. That's it for me.
Okay. Busy month. Thanks, Pam. Jeanette, do you have anything for council?
I just have an update to let you know where we are on our property tax collection and our business license renewals. On our property tax collection, we are still 94% collected. We have 227 unpaid tax bills as of close of business today. On our business license renewals for 2026, we have 168 delinquents as of close of business today. Last week I mailed out 179 delinquent notices to businesses that had not renewed yet. I have renewed 165 part-time license and 325 full-time license, and that's a total of 490 collected, 168 outstanding.
Is that about the same it is every year?
We're 49%. This time of year it's about average, yeah. So that's all I have.
Okay. Thank you, Jeanette. And then my report to you, just quickly, here's the schedule as of today. We've just added 2 more of the public forums to this list. So another busy list, a lot going on. Feel free to attend anything that you see on that list that you're able to. Here is the mayor's report that's in front of you. Just try to hit some high notes here. Blighted, abandoned, dilapidated properties, the 49th property, 49th success story we've had in this community. Blighted properties that have now been removed since 2019. So I just want to thank you all as a city council for supporting that program and doing what you can to support removing blight from our community. I appreciate Pam, all the hard work she's doing with the Code Enforcement Board to try to manage that program, and it's one of the things I'm most proud of, that we continue to have success stories there and removing, like I said, those properties that are not being maintained, that are dangerous, and that just give our community a bad look. 49 success stories. Not all of those are city. Some of those are private property owners that tear those down for us. So we appreciate those property owners who've worked with us to hit that milestone. City parking lot 1 upgrades. We're still waiting on Walker Construction to tell us when they can begin that project. I want them to begin it sooner rather than later, because we're gonna move into the spring season, festival season, all that pretty quickly, so we're waiting to hear back from them on when they can begin that. The Columbia Gas Neighborhood Project has started, so they're, the last I saw, up near Nevada and Johnson Avenue, beginning work up there. The TAP 3 sidewalk project, we're still waiting on word from Walker Construction when they can come in and repave Main Street and North Maysville Street. Of course, the asphalt plant has to be open for them to do that, but they have told me that they want to begin that as soon as possible when the weather breaks and they're able to do it. You may have noticed that they've been working on some intersections in town, putting the new intersections in place, just the concrete crosswalks. So if you've seen that, those tore out along Main Street. That's what they're doing. They're just putting in the new crosswalks there before they go in and repave. And that's about it for the mayor's report. From me to you, you can see on the right side, Nathan has identified when spring cleanup's going to be in May. And then, of course, we've got all those other wonderful events and activities that are scheduled throughout the year. No changes to our staffing report, thankfully. Didn't lose any employees over the past month. Any questions from any of us?
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I don't know, I'm Robert Hudson. I don't know if I missed my chance or not a while ago, but on the public meeting, as far as Max here, what is going on about the court day?
So, Mr. Hudson, I'd encourage you to attend the court day meeting that we have. We have those meetings as a committee to help plan court day. So, certainly Max came because he wanted to make his feelings known about court day and how he wants to see it improved, and I hope you want to see it improved and so forth, but we're not making any changes to court day at this meeting tonight, so. But you're welcome at that next one. When did I tell you it was? March 3rd at 11 o'clock. Please be there. Yes, sir. Or if you want to meet with me before then, you're more than welcome.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, and I'll do it. Good night, everybody.
Yes, sir. Anything from anyone else? All right. Next on the agenda is item number 9. This is declaring as surplus several Mount Sterling Police Department weapons. Chief, I don't know if you have anything that you wish to add to that discussion, but basically we're surplusing some of the firearms that they had and going to dispose of those, so.
Yeah, it's where we switched from SIGs to Glocks. We obviously had the SIGs, so officers had the opportunity to pay. So we need to surplus those for the officers that want to keep those firearms and pay that money, which will then go back into the special investigations account, which paid for the Glocks originally, so balance out our money that we spent on that.
So with that number is 27, make sure that's properly annotated on the agenda because that was a bit confusing. It's 23 duty weapons, one of those includes a retirement weapon, and then 4 that remain in the armory, so it's 27 total. Any further questions? Poll the members, please. Oh, I'm sorry, I declare a motion to surplus. Debbie, Scott, thank you. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes. Helton. Aye. King. Aye. Lifford.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Trimble. Barnes.
Item number 10 on the agenda is appointing Shane McCormick to the Code Enforcement Board. This is a 3-year term which will take her as a new appointment through March of 2029. She is replacing David Willoughby, who served us well, and he has just chosen to step down off that board.
I'll make a motion.
Motion King, second Trimble. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes. Helton. Aye. King. Lifford.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Trimble.
Item number 11 is reappointing Shannon Patrick to the Code Enforcement Board. She served on that board honorably and wishes to continue to serve, so this would be a 3-year term, which would take her through March of 2029.
I'll make a motion.
Motion. King? Do I have a second? Second Murphy. Any further discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes. Hilton. King. Ledford. Murphy. Trimble.
Item number 12 is Councilmember Ledford.
Yes, first reading of ordinance number 2026-01, an ordinance related to prohibited parking on Summit Drive.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. This ordinance is being requested by our Public Works Department. They had a lot of problems on a lot of streets trying to clear snow. When folks are parked on both sides of that street, they just cannot clear the snow off the street. So it's hard to tow a vehicle when there's no ordinance in place that says you can't park somewhere. So can't really fault the
So it's eliminating.
homeowners that's parking it on one, that's eliminated on one side. But we need that in place so that our plows can plow that street and get the snow off.
So they're gonna have to park closer to the apartment buildings.
That is correct. The ordinance is the entire length of the west side of the street, it would be prohibited. So those apartments have parking lots. What we see is a lot of times it's just easier for people to park on the street. Well, what's happening is they're parking on the street on both sides of the street and you can't even get through, especially if you've got a plow on the front of your vehicle. So this is a request by Public Works. If approved, we'll move forward with the second reading next month and then, make that official before the next
The only
snow
other
season.
option, if they decide that they don't want that, would be a no-plow street.
Yeah, and we hate to do that. I think Lexington has some no-plow streets, and it didn't work out too well. So I'd prefer we plow them all.
They still have some streets.
So yes, that's a good point, and it's tough on our Public Works, and I don't know if you want to comment on Nathan, but a lot of times, our guys are having to make tough decisions when they can't get down the street because there's cars parked on both sides. So Nathan, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, I have a couple of pictures that show the drive right through it, and you can see.
But look at it.
Okay, I think you got it. Scott, did you say
It's the side close to the bypass, isn't it?
that'd be the side?
Along the entire length of the west side of the street.
The side in front of the building will be left open, and the reason for
Correct.
that's where the fire hydrants are. And we don't want a car parked in front of a fire hydrant.
I read the highlight.
So,
I read the highlight part wrong, so we're good.
Okay. Any further questions, discussion? Poll the members, please.
Barnes. Hilton. King. Ledford. Murphy. Trimble.
Thank you. Councilmember Ledford, item number 13.
Yes, the ordinance number 2026-02, first reading, an ordinance related to prohibited parking on Summer Street.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Discussion. It's the same scenario. They're having a hard time plowing that street this winter because cars are parked on both sides. As you all know, Summer Street's very narrow. It's just hard to get through. So Nathan, them needs some help with prohibiting parking there. And once again, a lot of folks have driveways. It's just easier to park out on the street, but
Where's Summer Street?
right off Clay and between Clay and Holt.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, and that, just for the record, would be unlawful to park or otherwise block or obstruct free movement of the vehicle traffic on Summer along the entire length of the west side of the street.
And then we would obviously put signs.
We put
in
signs
front,
up, yeah.
So that they know.
It's just tough on our police when there's no sign, because I get it. A citizen says, well, I didn't know I couldn't park there, so.
Yeah.
Gotta have signs, gotta have an ordinance in place, so. Okay, poll the members, please.
Barnes. Hilton. King. Ledford. Murphy. Trimble.
Okay, thank you, Councilmember Ledford. This is item number 14.
Yes, it's the first reading of ordinance 2026-03, an ordinance updating pay / classification plan.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Barnes. This is just annually, as you know, CPI changes, we have to adjust